Yeah, I'll put 19 up. But playing real deep. That'll be number 6 in 04. His name looks so weird on the scoreboard with like the 6 and then the 04.
604.
But this P2, bro, I mean, what, you're gonna pull out some extra Dravics. It's gonna get mixy. That back spawn can be insane because of how hectic it is and what sticky that back spawn, well, cannot be, I guess. You'll see a lot of flips that can happen here over the course of one hard point.
Yeah, and I mean, if you do have those back spawns, you're really just trying to get pushed forward. You can really, like, sort of, test those limits, get them spawning out far. It's just hard to do where you get a 3 or 4 dead and there's not a bunch of crazy trades because the nades are everywhere. Everyone's going to be one shot. We're going to see a lot of big plays happen at this P2. And well, there's a triple from 04 as they're able to break through the front.
And you got to love to see that. This guy, I don't know who's going to be like the X factor for me. Probably Draws, I guess, on this team. Just that guy that you can maybe win or die by. But 04, he's right there in the conversation. This guy, I remember talking last year, getting the crowd like, and he was like, and this looks like it's going to fall apart early. You'll still have 2 in mid. What do you see in Joe?
Yeah, I mean, so Vegas right now a solid lead. Let's go to a listen and hear the comms.
Two there. That's fine.
Nice.
Can you make it?
I don't see anything.
Eat my pinch. I don't see anything yet.
Nice. Get up. Make sure you
I'm mid.
I'm stacking top. Okay, that's fine. I'll be outside.
Could be top in on this.
Nice.
I'm in it out, okay? You guys got it. That's fucking lobby. What's lobby? He went down with it. No, lobby.
I don't see the lobby.
Next hard point up, though. We'll see what Thieves can do with the early setup. Pressure is going to be here quickly. It's going to be Draws looking for openers, only able to get 1.
Look at Jack's position,
push, they deal with that as well.
Yeah, look at where you're spawning right now. If you're Faze, this is what kind of we're talking about, right? Just sort of pushing those limits. You kind of set up a pinch, you win some big ones around the hill, and this is a way to get right back into it. You get a full 60 at this P4, and that early start doesn't matter. Scrap on 4 in a row, starting to get going.
Yeah, in that position, like how many? It's going to be about what 23 seconds before the next push really comes in for Faze, and is it going to turn to break it up a little bit of time at the end? It is, because Simp pops the triple. Hydra and Abezy both going to get smoked, and well, that'll be the final 20 maybe to Faze.
Yeah, I mean, and well, we know what this guy can do. I mean, he's leading in hardpoint time, has the most kills in the lobby, had a couple of 3 pieces. So you had your chance if you were LATs, but you continue to fight. As well, last time we were at this P1, it was Faze Vegas who were able to earn a whole bunch of time. So now if you're Simp, you're just trying to play your life. You see the spawns in here for Faze all the way across the map. A great setup here for Thieves.
What kind of time can he buy? I think he's been spotted. He's getting pushed by Hydra, but he's able to help his teammates stay alive. Maybe Abezy can look over him as well. Now the help is in. He'll get AR out, and that's clean pickings there. Kenny's head's going to get plucked. Simp continues to roll. It's 16.
Yeah, but they know that this could potentially be a possibility, but not going to be ready for Draza. Hydra was trying to block it, and well, now this is going to get crazy. You win it on one side, and well, that will calm things down for LA Thieves. The rest of the teammates will be flooding through mid.
They dealt with a crazy situation pretty well, because that's what I was talking about earlier. That back P2 spawn, like I think Hydra was like a second late on it maybe, and you get the spawn, but you've still dealt with it. You still got some great time. You have a 30 left, down about 30. Chance for Thieves to be right back in this game with a tie here and a nice P2 hold. 6 straight for Abezy. Onto his screen, we saw Simp frying earlier, his longtime duo, 7 titles together. Now he's going to work on 18 and 9. Streak to 8 as he continues. Hellstorm to work with. Abezy is eating. There's another one for him. Draws maybe weak, but he's going to shut it down. Looking for double digits here on the streak.
I'm just imagining these guys are like, man, so this is what it was like.
They would be really good together, huh? That's what I was saying. Imagine those two playing together. Imagine someone's new to the CDL this year.
But that P2, they dealt with the chaos, now only down 20. Here comes the streak.
Streak is in, and the streak is still going. He's calling out to his teammates. Doesn't look like it's going to. He does connect. He's able to take out Abezy, and now he'll try to get back involved with the gunny. Here he goes. Streak still going. Finally going to be traded out. It's Kenny. Of course it's Kenny. That's going to take him out. Finally, the streak from Abezy is done. But it gets up to what? I mean, 12 if you include.
They have the P4 spawns. So LAT is able to break that behind the streak. You split some of the time. Almost a tie game. Potential lead change. Scrap not able to find the second. But back to the money.
Dude, another triple,
P4,
bro.
and that calms down the map big time, right? Right before P4 is about to spawn in, you can already see the Faze boys starting into a good setup. Draws is pushed out so far. You are going to see those Simps going to be out of this play for a moment.
He's trying to get involved. Can they buy time for him to get there? Number 5. And Simp trying to get there. Abezy trying to buy time. Now Simp's going to get there, and there's a double. Just enough to get it done, but just enough time for Simp spawning out deep to get in. A 4 not able to win his fight. Simp, though, still finding kills till he's traded out. Faze Vegas.
Throughout all that chaos, really, that front spawn kind of opened up for LAT. They could flood. They've been able to trade, and, well, you take that. Just, you might have been able to put the game away if you were Faze. But final 10 going to go their way behind Abezy and Hydra.
Lead change coming. Thieves now going to go out in front. Third set of rotations about to pop. P2 side control. We'll keep a focus on that throughout this, but it's going to be Faze that have got it locked down for now. Can they get time going in the hard point? Thieves able to deal with one on the backside in Draza. Abezy trying to finesse. He's eventually going to get pushed out there by Simp, but the rest of the kill feed going the way of Thieves. Trying to get in behind enemy lines on a route is going to be Ken. And now so much for those P2 spawns. Faze Vegas is all drop. And now they got to take some routes. Abezy's getting all the way in the back, trying to make sure there's not too much pressure towards the back. And, well, there's everything towards the back. All 4 going to fly in and deal with him. Now the pressure to the point.
You can hold it from the front, but you need some nades. You need some backup. And off spawn comes Scrap and Hydra. But, yeah, just such a good team push. You're hoping Abezy maybe gets one there, but he's going to come off spawn. And Scrap somehow stays alive. Beautifully done by Scrap as they're earning this time without the back spawns.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a break for sure.
100%.
After they picked up Abezy, but they got to go again. Thieves, 25 or so away from the win. Looking for some crucial seconds, but Simp, Draza, Abezy all through with kills, and they'll break through. Took a long time to get it done, but they finally got in. But that was a big on the map.
Pinching from both sides. Where's this player going to spawn? Yeah, so 04 is going to be behind. Sort of the dojo spawns. Abezy is going to pick that up. His duo, but LA Thieves, they're right back down to the hill.
Right back on some huge gunfights. The sub for Kenny is going to turn into 2. Nobody in the point for now. Thieves will battle back in. 15 now needed for the win. All the pressure on Faze Vegas to now break in. This break will be everything, Kenny. We'll see you later. He gets stunned and he's off the map. Credit to 04, I guess, for that kill. 5 more and this one is done. It looks like Faze done enough here to see a little more time, but they have got to be perfect from here forward.
Yeah, now you can see Thieves. So now it's just a question, do we go for this one more time or just rotate? Let's say they might gamble this a bit. Someone gets behind. That's 04. But yeah, they're going to play for the scrap time. And if they get there just in time, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no 04, that is so tough. Because if his teammates buy him a second, he might have been in the spot to win the map.
Well, I think that's the situations we talk about where you got to be perfect because you have to win it on both fronts.
Here's a look, though, at the Tiny Ones as they face off in a second respawn. A 1.6 for Abe. On the other side, a 1.27 for Simp. Damage? 5,400 through 2 games, ain't bad.
Dude, like, he's just going crazy.
That one, by the way.
Yeah, Simp's going to have to be prime Simp again for this team, especially.
He had snipe in his hand throughout most of what we've watched in scrim and tournament play in the preseason, and that'll be the case here.
Yeah, one of the better ones we saw. I mean, just very effective with it, but it's going to be tough to do. And this is kind of what we talked about. Now, you have to play your life, right? Sort of like your economy. Right?
Yeah, with like with your 2 lives with a snipe. Yeah.
Do you try to save it or do you just try to clutch up?
I don't know. I'm curious how this goes.
Well, let's say he's going to get pressure. They saw him, so they're going to run at him.
All right, well, he's going to try and scramble away. 8 HP, and he's going to get dropped. Hydra will sniff him out. Life gone for Abezy. One more opportunity for him to rip out the snipe. And
I don't know. Hydra's
developing.
And what we saw in round 1, what we kind of talked about, it was Hydra with the first blood. So we found that timing effective. They win the round. This time it's 04, maybe trying to make the play on the other side. Just creeping his way on up. Abezy's checking for it, but the push is really through the middle of the map. Draza, though, going to find that first blood. Simp there to help them, and, well, the rest of that push gets shut down.
Yeah, over in Delhi, wallbang central, someone's just going to get ripped. Now it's Ken last alive, not going to be able to pull off the miraculous, so we'll get to 1-1.
Crazy.
I mean, and honestly, for most of last year, he was incredible with bomb in hand, and then at the end of the year, he was not. They got slammed. Oh, big opening gunfight. Abezy's going to take it.
I'm the first blood guy.
Yeah, 04 will pick up 1, though. Nice little drop shot and a win from Draws to suddenly shift numbers in their favor. They group up. They take the fight. It leads to a team kill, so it's big there, but it's not going to matter at the end of the day. Faze will take it.
I'm crediting
3 straight for 04. Nice shot bringing it back. That was a 3v4 after Simp got blooded. This time the blood go to Abezy, who hits the snipe. He dies in this round. He won't be able to pull it out again. And well, Scrap, does he check it? He does. Abezy, adios. Scrap picks it up, finds the opening.
Man, I mean, you just had so much map control, and then it just kind of just goes away. Do that one time, everybody repositions. Now we're in a 2-on-2. Abezy.
Why did I think that was Abezy for some reason? He was definitely in green. Abezy gets another one.
Yeah, well, this is his sort of second sniper life. So, I mean, you would love for him to stay alive, and they do. So, Vegas, they're able to just settle down after Scrap finds the opening, but it's Abezy snipe that finds 2.
Now, well, finding opening is going to be Simp at 04. Thieves put on the back foot early. 04 is where you don't want to throw your life away. Or as Chance and Miles were talking, you don't want to scam. That would have been a chance for it, but they'll back up, play it safe, get bombed down. No freebies here.
I mean, Chen and Hydra just on opposite ends, so you're each going to have to make an individual play, but Simp's locked in down the middle of the map. It's almost some bad timing on Chen, and well, Hydra's going to get one, so let's see how this plays out.
Oh, Booza's 4 HP. This was very close to falling apart. He gets
it still might. Okay, we're good. So 1 versus 3, and there we go, able to find the last. But
straight, and well, so is Faze Vegas. That's 4 straight rounds for them. Look at the tally in the 5th, but it's offense for Thieves as they've worked forward for A control. Hydra gets your blood. Nice shots through the smoke to take a second, and Hydra may have just sealed the round here with that.
Yeah, nice little 2 there. Well, Chenny's gonna push on through, so 1 versus 4 here for Abezy, and well, this is his second sniper life, so again, it's just a question of are you gonna stay alive? No, you are not. You're gonna get hunted, so no more snipes on the face side.
Different, but
they both like to get at.
Find a lot of success. Yeah. I was trying to think of the best way to word it. It's another blood for Hydra. This time,
that's his 3rd.
Combos and nade. His bloods could be crucial for a comeback here, but the push now for Faze kind of comes to a halt. You just gotta hope you can win a gunfight, and well, that's a person that's gonna be difficult to do it against. Draza squares up. Simp gets dropped. Scrap locking down mid.
Yeah, I mean, this has been like the main focal point for LADs right from the start of this map is locking down the mid building.
The last one, the damage dealer. In that last round, we're gonna peek with Hydra as well. He's been finding the first bloods. Who else has been? It's a little wiggle fight. We're crawling on forward. Who will get the angle first? Go to F. It's in first person. And it's going to be Abezy that finds the opener. That's going to be 3 straight first bloods for Thieves. And yeah, this is why we think having Hydra and Abezy on the same team could be a big threat in this particular mode. He's going to take a second with him. Abezy last alive for the 3rd or 4th time. Got an AR in hand, so maybe a little bit more manageable, but he's going to get toyed with and eventually drop. 3 straight rounds, now tied up 4-4. Moved up a little bit more aggressively here, trying to get an angle for backside deli. He might have saw one if he held that a second longer. It's been an opening for Simp to get aggressive. They're starting to take position here, but you're going to have to win a fight. At some point, Draza might be able to apply a little pressure from mid and find an opening. But he's going to do it. He's got to come soon.
All of these are here.
Yeah, that Draza probably has had to be there 2-3 seconds earlier, if not more.
Yeah, I mean, Thieves just kind of know there's 25 seconds left. They have to commit to this.
For Faze, they've got to hold it here defensively to get us to around 11, or they're going into an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, but look at this info play. Again, 2-2 split. B bomb site's wide open. So you're gonna take this risk. Abezy just has to play his life here. Him and Scrap need to stay alive. And while Scraps gets a first blood, you have no idea this bomb is going down. So again, the 2-2 split pays out here for Thieves.
This one should be done, barring some kind of Faze insane play. Draza's struggles continue. He's at 3-9, and they all get dropped. Thieves with an
just because you're spawning across the map right now. So yeah, you have sort of EMP control. Hydra's frying, but it hasn't turned into anything.
See if maybe it turns into a streak for him. Quickly, that'll be a no. Beams there from Simp.
And this is a tough part, right? How does Scrap get involved now? It's just so difficult.
I'd be dropping it. Can you pick up the EMP right now?
No, I want to shoot, right? I want to shoot. I want to get involved. Want to sort of establish this push, and he just can't.
No. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to show shade to Ken, but like, if I'm Scrappy, I'm like, I don't want this in my hand. I want to be beaming and dropping people. Me and Hydra, let us push it. We're dropping them, getting all the kills. Now maybe going to be a score, flying on forward. Scrap trying to get in, but he's going to get stunned up and slowed as Thieves look for the push and the points. Let's hop to a listen in here, Lee.
One more back there, spawn. Two. One's in blue. It's spawn P2. Make sure we're wrapping left.
I'll wrap, John. I'll wrap outer.
Yeah, I'm wrapping outer too.
One's people on me.
I think one's already got enter.
Maybe right now. I want to be. I need help.
Look for one here, one low ring.
Go run to me, make it. I'm 1-3. Take about that.
Reaching the right, I think.
Abezy one shot. Abezy one shot.
P4?
He's just ironing. He's
I'm in a corner.
He's just sitting in the corner.
P4 me.
P4.
Pitching. Our solo.
Absolutely. He's on B point.
One's on spawn.
Nice. Simp was one shot too.
Go left.
Yeah.
Sunny it.
I need over for yours. Watch on it.
I'm sunny. He's close.
I got it. Nice job.
Another one outer. One's our P4.
Top, boys. Top solar.
One's our
I'll get
P4.
P4. I'm looking for the guy P4. P4 not telling me.
P4, one bullet, 04.
First time, maybe when Jen just try to wrap it back, just feels like it's just so hard to attack A.
Yeah, he has no help. He was just stuck there. Now, Draws has been holding on to this, and Simp's been kind of looking over, getting kills for him. Well, unfortunately, I think those shots are for the ball carrier. Simp ends up catching them in the background. Kenny, I thought, turned it into 2, but that's a huge stun that comes in over the top.
Can he make the play here? If he gets 2,
he's inside of somebody.
Oh my, yeah, he was. He jumped over his head.
It looked insane on the minimap. Like, they're on top of each other.
He gets that kill. Yeah, I mean, that's a score there for Faze. So you're kind of waiting on him on that wide pinch.
And now this is what you're talking about, remaining in regulation on this half to get a bonus 30 here if you've got this EMP in hand. And it looks like they were going to try and actually wrap this bottom, maybe fake him out, try and drag some bodies.
What we're doing now, we got to be careful. You brought this back to your base.
Oh, no. Abezy's got to go huge.
Oh, Simp wins a gunfight. You at least will get the extra 30 if you have it in control, but the stun's going to connect. And while they're able to play a little defense, you're just going to leave it be. It's on your side of the map. No, 04 was so close.
Second half of play, tied up 1-1. Faze and the 0-2 hole in the series. They got to take this to extend this series. This was their pick, but they're all getting picked here off the break. Abezy, the only one to find a kill, but he's going to turn it into 2, and that's a big 2 to just slow down the onslaught.
And again, here's another one of those situations where you're controlling the EMP, but just going to be so tough for you. You got to wait for your teammates. Scrap was able to find a double, so Chen's just going to wait for him. Chen having a solid series here. You love to see it. But yeah, everything just kind of slows down now. So you're hoping Faze makes a mistake, but no matter what, you're going to be at a disadvantage with that pistol.
Big win there from Hydra. He's going to turn that into 2. Going towards the score. And that'll funnel it in. They're just going to wait a second, let their teammates get in position.
So they know it's going to spawn
let them wrap out.
Yeah, they know it's going to spawn top side. You want to make sure that they get there, get in a position to win a couple of gunfights. Don't allow Faze to counter. More and more our teams play this, the better and better they are going to get. And while Thieves are getting darn good.
And that's one of those things where we just haven't seen maybe a lot of clean 4 downs in a score where you've had a chance to be cute with it, because a lot of times it feels like you're dodging stuns, dodging nades. But there, yeah, those couple extra seconds of Call of Duty can be massive. Allows them to set up, chain 2 together. Now up 2 with 3.5 to play.
Able to find one. Ken found one off spawn, so you had 3 players for Faze near the device on the respawn. And Hydra is just, what is happening? Dealing with this seems fun.
What is that fight? Draws ultimately gets the kill. But no, that seemed like a headache. I was getting a migraine watching it. But you're going to need some scores here soon. If you are this Faze team, they have EMP in hand. They're trying to develop this push. This could be everything. Well, I mean, you still have 3 to go, but I feel like the wheels were coming off a little bit. You need something positive here.
Well, you just had a couple of 3-4 downs, right? And well, this guy, he is having himself a map. Plus, he's got a Hellstorm to slow things down. And well, this is where you just got to play a little bit of keep away if you are LA Thieves. Possess the ball and 4 downs, right? And well, this guy, he is having himself a map. Plus, he's got a Hellstorm to slow things down. And well, this is where you just got to play a little bit of keep away if you are LA Thieves. Possess the ball and, well, just don't allow Faze to get it. But again, it's just coming in waves right now.
Now, Hydra has been terrific. Now, with the pistol up, can he find the score? Just able to get through 4-1. Again for Thieves, as you said, buying just enough time. The defense has been as good as the offense. They've just done a better job capitalizing on their opportunities. Well, it's just really been the 4 deads, like the 3 4 deads. They've had so many more. Or it feels like if like Faze have had a 4 dead, it's been like in their base. It like gets them out of their base.
Okay, that's a 4 dead, and we have it in their base. Okay, then you still have the Hellstorm. I imagine Hydra's going to use it here soon. Well, no, it spawns topside. They also.
And draws it maybe started to turn up a little bit statistically. Just will it be
here we go, 3
series? Another opportunity. Will the Hellstorm be coming in soon? Are they able to get it through? It looks like they're going to fly in 4-4. You hope he gets 1. Not able to get it. So now it's all on Simp and Abezy. You see every nade hitting. Simp's able to get 1. Is that the opening to slide across? Gets through. Well, Draza is still finding kills. He has now turned it on. There's another one with the pistol. Within 1.
And I mean, yeah, this is like Draza just individually has stepped up. Abezy is out though. Do they know it? They have to find Abezy. He should slow things down. And
He does, big time.
Yeah, he's able to find two. Hellstorm called in, but again, if Faze are able to control it, it's actually Simp's Hellstorm. So Hydra still has this. If Faze are able to get it, you will get that extra 30 seconds.
Can they get a touch? Massive sequence coming. Hydra still holding that Hellstorm to play spoiler. As he could just kill the EMP carrier if he gets the opportunity. The fight is in though. Simp not able to drop the second player though. Gets damage in.
Got a touch.
Gets away. Have to touch the next 4 seconds. Gets another. How does Simp get two? Someone's got to touch it.
He's got it. He's got it. 30 seconds added on.
Here we go. Can they get it done? An insane play from Simp and now the streak. Can you dodge it? Dodging wrenches, missiles, trying to stay alive, kills the EMP carrier. This one is done. Does not connect. Still have a chance. 12 seconds to go.
They have the cut. This is on 04. What did 04 find?
He's 4 gets one. Draws to go to 4 gets two.
It's a tie game.
And he gets two at the same time.
Are you kidding me?
The 4v2. The comeback is insanity. It's all in Abezy and Hydra now clutch up 2v4. What in the hell did we see in this second half?
No,
that's a ladder grab. Oh,
he can score. He can score. He's going.
He's just gonna grab it and go. What the hell was that game?
What did we just see? Warlord, welcome to Call of Duty.
What the hell was that? Wow. That was the most toxic ladder grab I've ever seen.
And I mean, listen,
It's like a breath of fresh air for me with this team. So, I mean, I'm just excited for this season.
Abezy, let's get into it a little bit. Obviously, you've teamed with Simp for so long. You're going up against him. So talk to me a little bit about that. And then follow it up on the differences in teaming with Hydra versus Simp. Both greats in their own right.
Yeah, I mean, teaming with Chris, obviously we had a long career together, I feel like, as a duo. And I mean, we accomplished a lot. So obviously that's nice, but you know, sometimes things tend to fall apart, and unfortunately they did. I feel like we kind of need to move on. And I mean, Paco, he's just a beast. Like, I'm excited to play this whole season with him. He's always just taking those timings, getting like pushed up in people's spawns, just being super annoying. So I'm excited to play with Paco this year.
Abezy, first of all, I just want to say I loved this series from you. I love that it was an Abezy takeover series. You know, I feel like in the past when you've had that core trio, maybe sometimes you got lost when I talked about the numbers just because of the people you were surrounded by. You said it was a breath of fresh air. Have you thought about like maybe your role is different now being in this team? Maybe you've had to adapt and change your play style. What has that transition been like for you in this new game?
Oh, I mean, definitely is like different. Obviously, it's a whole different team, like a whole different environment. So like, I feel like it's obviously nice. Like I said, it's like a breath of fresh air for me is different, which is I think a good thing. Because I feel like with the trio, it was kind of just like stale in a way towards the end. Like we didn't really have much, like we didn't have vibes or things like that. So it was kind of like tough. But I feel like with this team, like I'm vibing, I'm like having fun, and I feel like my role is still similar in a way. But I feel like it's nice to be on a new team.
Yeah.
I love having you in our Monster Winner Spotlight. You always give such great interviews. I want to ask, though, on esportsearnings.com, you're a millionaire. You've done that with Chris Lair, some former teammates that you beat tonight. How much more money do you think you make alongside the likes of Scrap and Paco?
Hopefully as much as we possibly can. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to win everything, so that's the goal.
Take it all, my guy. Congratulations on the win tonight.
All right, thank you.
That is a